Hello. Hello, people, YouTube. Rather enthusiastic intro, but welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019 featuring the PGA Tour. This is going to be just a little. I'm going to play like 9 holes of a course. I'm just going to give my thoughts on the game. I'm in offline mode, so I can't actually play the PGA Tour. But anyway, let's get a local match going. And I was playing this Cloudcrest, so I'm actually going to sort of continue playing it. So let's change the course conditions. So I think the default, I'm going to put the green speed up. I'm going to put it to fast actually. Probably go moderate. Probably go moderate for pretty much most of it. Green speed, weather, clear. In fact, no, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put rain on because I had rain before and I think there's some good little sort of graphical details on it that probably nobody's really sort of highlighted yet. Time of day, do you know what? I'm going to go dawn. Wind direction, default. I'm probably actually going to keep the wind speed low. We'll go low. We want at least something moving. That should probably do that. Let's get the tees. I'm going to select the faraway tees. Probably go with pin set 1. Right, let's go. Let's get into this. Create match. Let's go. So, my initial feeling of the game, I've got to admit, I'm absolutely. I'd probably actually go as far as saying that I think it was better than what I thought it would be. I just think graphically it looks absolutely phenomenal. And I know it's a golf game and maybe the graphics are not cutting edge in terms of, you know, frames per second and all this kind of stuff. But I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I think somebody said last night, I watched a Twitch channel and they were talking about certain points of the game, and one of the guys said that the trees look worse than they did in the Golf Club 2, and I would disagree with that 110%. I think the trees look absolutely phenomenal. There is at a point where the trees look a little bit funny if it's windy, but what they've done is individual branches move independent of each other, and it looks a little bit funny, I will say that, but you know, the whole tree's not kind of moving in one, like the old game, but the actual tree's moving independently, so it's, I mean, that's, you've got to really sit down and think about just where games are going. Like, you know, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, the actual advancement in, you know, the graphics in a game I think are absolutely mind-blowing. So I think the graphics I think it looks really nice. I think the menu system's polished. I think the way that they've done the sort of detailing of the menus and in the societies as well, I think it's good that they've got a little kind of mugshot of the actual player and the leaderboards, and I think there's just a lot of really nice details. So I have switched off the aiming circle, because I believe in this mode, I can see roughly where I'm going to go, and I think that's good enough for me. In terms of gameplay, I've had to change the style that I play. Like hitting draws and fades, I did naturally with my swing. Now, I can't do that, but I can do it obviously with the shot modifier. So here we go, let's tee off here. I have been getting a little bit backswing glitch. You can see the rainbow up there, just in the top corner, which is a nice touch. That's a little bit fast, that swing. But the real... Oh, that's my alarm. The real change in the game is the approach play. There's a little bit more roll on the ball. I think some of the clubs maybe need a slight tweak. Like some of the flop shots maybe don't spin back as much. I think there needs to be just not much, but maybe just a slight tweak on sometimes the backspin of the ball. You don't want too much backspin. But I think what they've done, I think that the bigger picture is the approach play is just totally different. You've got to be a little bit more, you've got to factor in a bit more roll. So, and what that does, that actually brings a lot more, it really changes how you can attack pins. Because in TGC2, for instance, this shot, 167 yards would have been, well, I'm trying to think what that would have been in the old game. 9, 8, 7 iron, 6 iron, I think. Probably a 7 iron. But that probably would have bit in quite a lot. So this one we're actually going to have to maybe sort of loft up a little bit. So let's put a little bit of loft in it. Maybe go a bit there. Right, that's the light. I'm just going to hit this. Yeah, I've been getting a little bit of a backswing glitch, but it's not too bad. And good tempo in that shot. I think it's going to be too long. Yeah, too long. But yeah, getting a lot more roll in the ball. Now you can see there, you can see the actual trace of the rain in the green. You get a little bit of you can see the actual line. And you can actually still see the line there at my foot, which I think is a really good detail. Because that happens a lot on the real game. I mean, I know it's raining, but it's kind of sunny, but maybe I did put clear skies, so that was I should maybe change it to cloudy. Right, green speed is 163. Did we hit it? Did we hit it? Did we hit it? Oh, of course. But you can see the actual trail line of the ball. You can see it there. I think the way they've done that's brilliant. I know it's a little detail, but there's maybe not many people have highlighted it on YouTube. But I think that's a really nice feature actually. And it doesn't affect the ball putting, and it shouldn't really, because obviously I think in some games, I don't know if they did make the ball roll a little bit less. But a wet green, the way the ball's made, it's not. It wouldn't slow down as much, to be honest. If the greens had a bit of moisture on it, it might slow it down a little bit, but it's not really going to affect it too much. Probably really should have made the wind a bit more. I think we're going to actually have to go to 3 wood here. Okay, a little backswing glitch, but I'm really, I think in this camera view here, I think that's really cool the way they've got it. But as I say, I'm really happy with the game. I think I've not really done match play and stuff like that. I just think the game just looks. I just think it looks so nice. Yeah, 184. So yeah, the approach play is totally different. But that's where I believe the shot scoring element of the game, like the approach play, is just. They've completely redesigned it, and I think they've made it better because it's a little bit more true to life now. If I get a pitch shot, in fact, I'll probably actually. Do you know what I'll do? I'll weigh this up. I'll actually give myself a pitch. Maybe play this to be here. And the sound is just perfect. The sound is just so. It's just nice. It's a really nice, proper golf sound. So here we go. Now, and this is where I think the game, I think it's changed really for the better. This in the old game, I've got 43 yards here. That would have been, I'm trying to think what actual shot that was. Was that a lob wedge pitch shot? Went 45 yards, I believe. In the old game, I could probably have got that shot. I mean, probably. I keep saying like a bucket lid, like an old style bucket, like the kind of WWE tin bucket with that lid. If I went up to that green and put that bucket lid over the actual middle of that hole, you would get like a, I don't know, maybe, I'm going to say like a kind of 2 foot radius, maybe a big bucket lid, but well, maybe even bigger than that. Let's just make it like maybe 5 foot diameter. That's really what you should be aiming in the old game in TGC2, to get that ball within. And that in the old game was easy. 45 yard pitch shot I had in the old game. Maybe de-loft it a little bit, bang. It would bounce and then bite and stop. And I would get that probably within a foot of the hole. This, on the other hand, the pitch, this is a totally different kettle of fish now. There's a little bit more play, and what I think they've done is they've tweaked it so that if you don't get it straight, swing back and forward, if your tempo's a little bit off, you're not going to get it close to the hole. And I think that is actually proper. I think that's the way it should be. So they've taken a shot that would have probably guaranteed a birdie here. Well, I'm actually not going for a birdie because I've weighed up just to emphasise the pitch shot. So now we've got a shot here that goes 48 yards carry. Now, that is my lob wedge. So I'm going to have to shot modify this a little bit. I'm going to have to go up. And this is a kind of unknown game here. Probably really don't need that much. I'm going to go there. Maybe there. Right. And here we go. Let's see what happens. Bit slow. So it's dragged it a little bit to the right. You see the little ball trail in the grass. I think that's a cool detail. So we're 8 foot. Now that in the old game, I'd probably got that stone dead. We've left ourselves a little bit of a putt here, but it just shows you just a little bit of, just a slow downswing, how it affects the ball. And I think that is absolutely so cool. Right, we should get this in actually. Oh, we just missed it. You can see the ball trail there. Now that ball trail is still going to be there. See it? I think that's pretty cool actually. Now, I don't know what happens on multiplayer if that line still remains, because obviously in real life, if somebody had played a similar shot to what I played, and I putted on fresh greens, you'd actually see that trail of the ball. So somebody would actually have like a physical line that they could actually putt to, and that would happen in real life.
Okay, let's see what happens here on this.
See, there's the rainbow. Ah, that's cool. That really is cool. That's my cat. He thinks it's breakfast time, but it's not. It's a little bit early. Look at that rainbow, man. That is absolute. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of fade in this ball. So my natural game that I used to play is out the window. I can't do natural draws and fades anymore. Oh, did we tweak that a little bit? That's actually not bad. It looked as if it went a little bit more to the right. That's actually perfect. But yeah, I'm really happy with the game. I don't think there's many faults. I think my biggest gripe, is the heavy rough is not penalising enough. I mean, if you're in the heavy rough and you've got, I don't know, 200 plus yards, and you hit a 3-wood, and you're still hitting a 3-wood, you've maybe get 85%. You should never be able to do that. That's just something that physically shouldn't happen. But I'll give you my thought process on that, because I think it is, how should we put it? I think what they're trying to do is bring a lot more greens into play, and I can see why they've done it. And my thought process in that is that I think that they've opened up the game a little bit, and they've brought in a lot more, opportunity to maybe go for a green that would technically be a risky shot. In the old game, you'd probably just pitch out, take your medicine, and then, hit your approach play to the green and maybe get your par. But I think what they've done is they've tried to bring more of the green into play, with maybe the added danger of mishitting the shot, which basically means that you may take a shot on and you may hit it poor, and then you may end up maybe in the water, or there's a lot of risk around that shot. So I think they've maybe did that from the heavy rough to maybe open up play a little bit, which I can see why they've maybe done it. But I don't know. I still prefer the rough to be a little bit more penalising. And the ball trail is wet. Oh, that's just short. It doesn't start straight away. It gradually comes in as the ball starts rolling. Because a putter does actually put the ball in the air a little bit. In slow motion, you actually see the ball come off the putter, and it actually skips up in the air and then rolls. But I think it's a cool feature. A little bit funny there, just at the holders at that black mark, but I mean, initially it looks really good. No! What is it, Nikon? Oh, he's not coming through. Oh, here he comes. Shh, here comes Nikon. What is it, Nikon? Is it breakfast? It's too early for breakfast. It's too early for breakfast. But yeah, I just think it looks. I mean, I know I keep saying this, but I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. It kind of makes me want to really get back into course designing again. I don't know whether I'll do a video. I have done in the past games, let's build a course video, but I kind of want to do that and do it right through it and actually have a complete product at the end of it. I may have to maybe do a couple holes and get back into the way of doing it, and I don't know, it might be a future plan video, but I don't know, because I'd like to do it and actually finish it. I had a lot of trouble with the last in the Golf Club 2. The game kept crashing actually, which was pretty bad. But I may actually just trial it again. 169. I don't know whether to get down to 158 and just maybe de-loft a little bit. I think that might be the way to go. Oh, the sound of that club's just... Oh, it's beautiful. Come on, baby. Well, not bad. Not bad. And there seems to be a little bit of variance as well in the shot. I don't think you're always going to hit it exactly where you're going to hit it, if you know what I mean. I think if you bring up the shot circle, kind of a bit like the Tiger Woods games and the Rory McIlroy games, where there's a, your ball could land anywhere in this element of the circle. So I don't think you're always going to hit it exactly at the middle of that point, which is probably true to golf. Again, it's another factor of that's what happens in real life kind of scenario. Let's drain this putt. Come on. So I think that's why sometimes you maybe aim for the middle of the fairway and you're maybe just slightly to the left or to the right. So I think there's a little bit of variance. And I think that, I mean, to me that's that's a good thing. That's it's good that you do have that little bit of variance. But I mean, look at the, yeah. I mean, look at that tree there. That tree's beautiful. Take the leaves out of my mouth there as I went through that tree. This is actually a really nice looking course, actually. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Par 5. Probably going to aim out here. And then I'm probably just going to get a little bit of fade going here. I'm starting to get back into the way of doing the shot modifier fade and draw. As I say, I did it naturally with the actual joysticks and my swing plane. I went left or right. But you don't have that in this game, so I really got to adapt how I play it. Right, 2-4-4. This is... It's reachable, but I think we're going to be too long. So I think we're going to have to either modify or... I don't know if we can we go shorter? Can we go... I don't know. It's hard to say really. We have got a little bit of green to play with. 230 yards down there, probably 225, 220 to the front. So we probably actually could play. We probably could play this club. That could actually just land in the front. I'm maybe going to play a little bit of draw to compensate for this slope. Here we go. Come on, baby. Oh, is it short? Ah, see, if we caught that, if we'd been a little bit more to the right there. But that's where I think there is a little bit of play in where you're going to hit the ball. I think, even if you hit a good shot, I think there's still a little bit of variance in the aim point, which I keep saying this and I probably repeat myself, but I think that is absolutely fantastic. Because there is a lot of elements to golf that's out with your control, and that's why I think the approach play being totally different to what it is in the last game is going to bring in a lot more bumps, hollows, slopes. There's a lot more stuff coming into the game because your rollout distance is more, your approach play is a little bit different, and it's bringing in just a lot more factors that are going to, do stuff to the ball. Bounces, bad bounces, good bounces, Right, where we got 26. That ball's probably going to fly a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of modifier on it, but I don't want to go too much because you can see that the kind of risk factor of the shot goes up a little bit. And the sound from the bunker's great. I mean, there's a little bit of backspin, which I think that is pretty much accurate. I think that's a really well, that's a really well designed shot. Got the backspin, but not overly spinning back. This is really, it is a really nice course. Did we hit it? Oh, we didn't hit that. Oh, I was a bit tentative.
Well done. And that'll keep you at even par. Nice. Par 4.
So I'm really starting to get into the game now. I feel my flop shots are getting better. Chip shots are getting there, but it's not maybe perfect yet. Again, I probably want to catch this. Or maybe just aim it. We'll aim it down here, and again I'm going to modify the shot a little bit. I kind of want to get into modifying shots. because sometimes you need to get the ball moving in a certain direction, just to take it away from the edge of the fairways. Also, I think off the tee it's a little bit more difficult.
Looking at 150 yards.
I think there's a little bit more variance in your aim point, and I think there's a lot of roll as well, so you roll into the rough a lot more, which I think is realistic again. Right, 150. Let's see the green here. It's quite a big green actually. There is a little bit of a slope down there. 145. That could be pretty decent actually. Maybe just I'm going to loft it up just a touch. Come on. Oh, go, go, go! Oh, that's gonna be handy. Oh, beautiful.
Nice. Putter out. Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
Oh, we've got to drain this. We have got to drain this. Hello.
That was brilliant.
In she pops. I've actually tried the tour qualifying school for the web.com. I've tried it 3 times and I have failed 3 times. I did have it on the very hard setting. I might have one more try at very hard and then I'll probably need to drop it down to hard. Because the course settings are really difficult, firm and fast, and it's tricky. Nice par 3 here. Bit of water, nice water feature up there. Quite long. I've got a little bit of green to work with, but not an absolute huge amount. Got a little bit in the front there, but I mean it's not much at the front there. Yeah, we don't really have a lot. 228, 232, that's going to fly way too long. 204, I don't know if that's going to be enough. What's the... Oh, that's going to bring in that bounce at the front. I mean, that's a perfect example of really a shot that I don't think we're going to have much control over. Yeah, it's well shot. I kind of thought it was going to be short, but I don't know. I maybe thought I could just look at that hill there. There's no way we were going to get that up. 22 shot percentage should bring us in a pretty much, I think, a full shot here. I mean that's a pretty accurate bunker shot, to be honest. Kind of came out quite low, but we got it out. We've got a long putt here for par. Nah, didn't get enough brake on it. Good speed control there, but
4 feet to the hole. You can do this.
ooh, I thought that was going to just break a little bit more than it did, but
The performance is gonna put you up.
yeah, back to even par. That was a bad hole actually. We probably should have went with the hybrid and should just have put some loft on it. I mean, what? Again, it's just... It's really nice to play. This is actually a really nice looking course. And I don't think I've played this course before. I don't know if it's a new course or... I mean, this is at dawn, so this is quite early morning setting, so it probably would be quite calm in a shot.
Did you just use Thor's hammer?
Thor's hammer. You goddamn right. A beautiful drive.
I'd say it looks like around
I still like the commentary on it. I think a lot of people maybe are fed up of John, but I think the commentary's pretty fresh. I think it's. I mean, I've heard. I know in the previous game there was some sayings I'd never heard before, which I think is quite interesting. Or maybe I've heard it and I just don't remember it. But I think it's quite fresh. Right, 17 foot up. Maybe 145. I think we're maybe going to have to deal off it just a touch. Again, I'm getting used to the settings here. Exactly, Nikon. You know, I'm just trying to get my kind of rollout distance. See, that's too far. Did go fast though. Oh, that's just hit the back collar of that. Yeah, we're in the light rough. So here's the chipping is different, but I think it is going to take a little bit of time of getting used to it. I think it's just time to adjust from the previous game. I think it's more accurate. I think it's, you know, you're not getting as much like bite down in the ball. You know, some of the shots in the Golf Club 2 were just, I don't think were actually kind of realistic in a way. I think this is more realistic. So we're actually going to have to give this quite a lot. Maybe not full, but not far off of full. Ooh, just slipped out. Maybe that was just a lot. There's the actual pitch mark where we landed, which is pretty cool. And some people have actually had problems with the game crashing and the blue screen. I've not had any issues with that at all. I've not had any of the kind of ball glitches I think people have been saying where they hit the shot and the ball's still there. I've not had any of that, so I've not had an issue or a problem. So here we go, hole 9. This is going to be our last hole. Just a little, as I say, this is just not a kind of review video, just my thoughts on it, and hopefully I've gave some opinions and some ideas about the game, good and bad. I don't really think there's much bad about the game. Oh, this is an absolute stonker of a par 5, 640 yards. It's 607 on the actual scorecard. Oh, perfect strike though.
It's a nice shot.
But yeah, it just looks stunning. I'm really impressed with a lot of the game. So there's no way we're going to reach proper pole. That tightens up a good chunk. I mean, we could throw this pretty much all the way there, but I sometimes tend to go for that. You know, I tend to go kind of as far as we can go, but I think sometimes, if we place it in this little area here, could be good. Let's go for that. Pretty good. We also want a decent number to the pin. 85. That's actually pretty good. It's saying we've got a pitch. Let's see what we can do with a normal shot. Because I believe it's 91 with the lob wedge. Now, what we've got 13, so that's 4, so that's 89 yards. This is going to carry 91 yards, so I think we need to modify the shot a little bit. I'm going to go a bit there. Maybe just aim over just a touch with that wind. Oh, a little bit of a glitch backswing there. Another one. Right, we've got this really good tempo. See, we've modified that way too much. Very small adjustments. I think even in the last game, I seemed to maybe do it too much. So that was quite a poor shot from there. We really should have been on the green. We really should have been pretty close to the hole. Does give us an opportunity to do the chip shot again. 10 yards, 9 yards carry. Okay, we want to be... No, maybe not hitting it full. Maybe just a little bit under. Again, this is where this glitch... I've not had it much in this round. I think I've had that too much. Well, just about perfect.
Let's see if we can save power on this pod here. Well done. Well done.
So, not bad. I mean, there was that hole that we bogeyed that we laid up short just to emphasise the pitch shot. So I probably would have got a par if I'd played it maybe normally, but even par, no, not bad 9 holes, not great. I'm still getting used to the game, to be honest. So I'm not expecting to be shooting like fantastic scores. But as I say, I think the game has changed a little bit in terms of the in and around the green approach play is just different. I think the dynamics on that side, I think I've made it a better game. Let's just exit this, go back to the menu, just play 9 holes. So yeah, my thought process in the game, I'm really happy with it. I think it is really, really good. I think that the layout as well of the menu system's nice. You know, some nice details. And I think I'm really over the moon with it. Is the game worth buying? Definitely. Is it worth $44.99? I would say it definitely is, because this is a game I'm going to play pretty much daily, on a daily basis. So I'm definitely going to get my money's worth out of it. The last game, I easily got my money's worth out of it. And I think the features in the game kind of merit the price. Maybe $39.99 might have been a better price point, but you know, $44.99 is not that much different, but it's £5 more. But I mean, I think it really is a worthwhile game to buy, and I think it's worthwhile making the step up from TGC 2 as well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. That was just a little quick kind of review dash thoughts on the game. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I probably will be doing, well, I'm saying I'm probably going to try and qualify for the web.com. I don't want to put the level down. I want to do it in very hard, but it is tough. It is not easy, and it shouldn't really be easy. So I'm probably going to give that another stab. It'll be episode 4. I could have done it first go. Maybe I should have done it first go, but, well, it's tough, and that's the way it should be. And I actually quite enjoy maybe just missing out, because it means, I mean, not everybody makes the web.com in the first attempt. I mean, some people have 3, 4, 5, 6 times to get there. And I think it's just the story and the legacy of our golfer that we can actually, you know, it's going to take us a little bit of time to get there. Another tip, or another thing that I'd like to see, and I think it was Tim Wilson brought this up, is to change to your proper name. So instead of being Dazza74, which is obviously my PlayStation Addy, or my name, it'd be nice to have your proper name. I think that'd be quite a nice detail to put, so that you can actually put your proper name up on the screen. I think, for me, when you see a leaderboard, it's nice to have that little touch on. That'd be something that I'd like to see, actually. I know it's a little tiny thing, and a lot of people are not that bothered, but I think it'll add that little extra element to the PGA Tour, and it'll not be like Dazza74, it'll actually be your proper name that'll come up. So that's something I'd like to see as well. But overall, I think the game is I mean, 10 out of 10. Is that maybe being too much? You know, it's definitely 9 out of 10 all day, every day. But I would go as far as saying that I think it's pretty much maybe not perfect, because I don't think any game's perfect. Even a game that is probably the best game that's ever been made is not perfect by any means. But it's near enough there. I think this is an absolute top-notch game. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you for more videos coming up soon. Thanks for watching, take care, have a nice day, and I'll see you soon. Bye! Yeah, I know, my keyboard's not awake. It switches off quick. You know, you type something, you turn away for 10 seconds, and the keyboard switched off. So that's why I'm still here, because my keyboard is not awake. It's probably awake now. So this is a final goodbye. Keyboard's working, and I'm gonna go. See you later. Bye.